Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, March 2nd, 2016. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the futures contract on the S&P 500, which is the true way to measure the market from a trader's perspective. Closed at 1977.50, which was a big day up. We actually gapped up in terms of the stock market hours trading session. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But again, this puts us back above to highs of the year, essentially, right where we closed December within a day or so of that, and above most of January and all of February. So the concerns and all the stories early in the year about the end of the world, once again, not coming true, but that doesn't mean it can't happen yet. Here's a look at the crude oil inventories. 33.9250, up 17 cents. It's a minor gain, again flirting with the breakout of the year's highs so far. Gold still hasn't made a new high, still hasn't gotten that secret 13 sell signal. Here's the S&P cash index. The S&P is at 46 points. A lot of it was the gap today. We had a great trading day, but it wasn't, it wasn't like a big 46-point run, as you'll see when we look at the intraday call or the intraday charts. Here's the NASDAQ 100 up 132 points. Point out next that NASDAQ volume was 1.9 billion shares, so back up from it's the best we've seen in about 10 trading days. So that's an improvement, obviously, and that's welcome from a trading perspective. SOX, 17-point gain for the day, way up above most of the year so far. Biotechs, not a breakout to new highs yet, but up 114 points is a decent move for biotechs. The VIX down $2.85, bringing it back near that red static trend line from the last 9-bar startup phase to the upside. So that could still mean something for us here. And then the trend closing at 1.29, another high reading. There's no sell-off signal there. 10-day moving average is up in the 1.2s also, so nothing significant to worry about. Advanced decline ratio breadth was really strong, plus 1620 on the NASDAQ. That's way up there, as you can see, probably in the top 10% of the year. And on the New York, it was plus 2016, which is only 7 days better than that in the last year, basically. So good breadth for the market in this move up. Google gaining 25 points, essentially $24.95. That breaks it out of the February range. Apple also gaining, though, $3.84. Amazon up $26.52. We had a nice run today ourselves in Amazon, among others. Netflix up $4.89. Looks pretty good. All right, let's look at the intraday action. Here's 5-minute candles on the ES. Again, you can see a gap up after the sell-off on late on Monday, and then we got that big candle down right in the post-stock market pre-settlement period there, and then gapped way up on that. From that little pullback, about an hour in, we were still flat, and then finally took off. And then that stair-step move after that was kind of interesting, a little surprising, to be honest, to see it the way it was at that time of day. Volume was not big in that move. It was stronger earlier. We kind of topped out over lunch with a 13 sell signal. That gave us a pullback. And then coming out of lunch, rallied a bit, one pullback. And then again, last candle post-stock market close before the settlement. Kind of a weird, strong candle. So kind of strange stuff there. NASDAQ side looks very similar, obviously. Nothing much there. So we did leave gaps behind. Market has been filling most gaps within the week, so just be aware of that. That would suggest that at some point we've got to give all this back within the next 4 or 5 days, but we shall see. It's also a significant place that puts us on the daily chart that's very positive, so maybe we won't go back and fill it right now. We'll leave one gap behind for once. We can deal with it down the road. All right, so what do we have for economic data on Wednesday? There's actually a few things. At 7 a.m. Eastern Time, the MBA Mortgage Index, that's not a big deal. 8:15 a.m. is the ADP employment change. That's an employment number, obviously. An hour into the market, crude oil. And at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, don't forget the Fed Beige Book. That can move the market. This gets us through Wednesday, and over half of the economic data that's coming out this week is still due. Thursday and Friday, a lot of big stuff. So we'll talk about that in tomorrow night's preview for Thursday and Friday. But in terms of Wednesday, straightforward trading day. Hopefully volume again good. I would take another day like today and be extremely happy with it, both in terms of stocks and futures. So we'll see what we get. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal 12. If you've not taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We'll help you out for a couple weeks. If you do find these videos useful, please like them on YouTube. It does help us out. Have a great trading Wednesday.